In this lecture, we are going to learn about Venn diagrams and some more terms related to sets. Okay, what is a Venn diagram? Venn diagram is basically a representation of a set in another form. We know two forms. One is what? The roster method, means listing method, putting all the elements in the bracket. Another one was set builder form or a ruling method. You can say that writing the set in variable forms or in some formula or statements. There is a third one. Third one what? Suppose if A is a set in which 5 elements are there. Okay. Now either you can draw a circle or you can draw oval, this type of, or this also, or you can just simply put a rectangle, right? Any shape, right? And then you put all the elements here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also. Correct? Randomly. Right? So you can choose any one of these shapes, the circle or vertical oval, horizontal oval, or a rectangular block. So this type of representation is known as my Venn diagram. Okay, just put the name here. This is my set A. Simple. Okay, now let us understand one term which is known as subset. Now, what is a subset? Suppose we have taken A as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now another set B. Okay. Now in this B we have only 3 elements. So of course these two sets are not equal, but all the elements of B are also the elements of A, and we know how to write this. So basically we can write, correct, all the elements of B are also an element of A. Reverse we cannot write. We cannot write like this. This is wrong. Correct. So basically A is, all the elements of A are not the elements of B, because 4 and 5 are not a part of B, but all the elements of B are part of elements, or are the elements of A also, right? So when such type of situation is there, we call B is a subset of A. So subset means smaller part, right? You can smaller part, correct? So B is a subset of A. So if you represents any set, suppose this 1, 2, this is my set A, right? And set B is what? 1, 2, 3. We can draw another circle or oval inside this circle, and we can call it B. So this is how we represent our subsets. First you will draw the bigger one including all the elements, and then you just make sure that all the smaller other elements, they come also together with a smaller circle or smaller oval, right? So what is this? B is a subset of A, means all the elements of B are in A also. So if you go by example, we can say Maharashtra is a subset of India. India is a country, Maharashtra is a state. So Maharashtra is a part of India. So we can say Maharashtra is a subset of India. Similarly, we can say Mumbai is a subset of Maharashtra. Correct? So in this way we can write the subsets. Now let us learn the properties of subsets. So the first property of subset is like every element, every set A is a subset of itself. A is a subset of A, because we are writing, this means what? This means all the elements of this set are also element of this set, and since A is equal to A, so we can say that A is a subset of A, correct? Second, we have known this, what is this? Empty set 5, okay? This is also a subset of A, since there is no element here, so empty set is a subset of all the sets, okay? Empty set is a subset of all the sets, remember this point, okay? Third, we know that if two sets A and B are equal, then what was the condition? That A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, correct? So if A and B both are equal sets, it means all the elements of A are in B also and all the elements of B are in A also, okay? Fourth is just reverse of this, that if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then it means both sets are equal, okay? So these are the properties of subsets. What are we dealing with? Subsets. Sub means smaller part of a set, okay? Now let us take another type of sets, which is universal set. Universal, as the name appears, which includes everything, okay? So normally in a question you will be given what is my universal set. Universal set basically we represent in Venn diagram as a rectangular block, okay? We do not represent universal set as oval or circle. We normally represent universal set in a block, okay? Rectangular block. So universal set is a set which includes all the elements, okay? So suppose A is a set 5, okay? So we can say that for this set A, my universal set U, represented by U, is what? Natural number, because these are a part of natural number, or you can say whole number, or you can say integer, real number, right? Everything you can write, because this A is a smaller part of all this whole numbers, natural numbers, okay, integers. So basically the concept is that universal set is a largest set, you can say, but normally in question you will get what is my universal set. For example, it will be given that U is equal to like this. It is given that U is 1 to 10. This is my universal set for this particular question, okay? And then A, B, C and everything will be given, correct? And we always represent universal set in the rectangular block. You can write 1, 2, 3 like this, and in letter wise we represent it as U. Got the concept of universal set, which includes all the elements. Now let us understand another set, which is, and what is the property? Any set A is basically what? A subset of universal set. Same 5 empty set is also a subset of universal set, okay? Now let us understand another type of sets, which is complement of a set. What is complement set? Okay, suppose we have taken U, universal is given, right? So the complement of a set A, complement of a set A, which is written as, either you write C there on the top, or you can just put a dash. A complement is basically those elements which are not in A but they are in U. For example, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So whenever the complement word is there, what you need to do? You need to write all the elements which are not in A. If there is a set B, B complement means all the elements which are not in B, and of course U will be given. So for A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there, so A complement will be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are not in A but they are in U. So understand the concept of complement, that the elements which belongs to U but which does not belong to A. So you can write in X such that X belongs to U but X does not belong to A. This is for A complement. This is for A complement. That X such that X belongs to U but X does not belong to A. So our A complement, you can write, this is my A and this is my A complement. This is A, this is A complement. Correct? Now let us understand the properties of complement set. Right? If set A is there, we know that A is a subset of U. Similarly, A complement is also a subset of U, because A complement is also coming from U only. Right? Then phi, U complement. What is U complement? U means what? Containing all the elements. So what is U complement? U complement is phi, empty set. And what is my empty set complement? U. Okay, so just remember these points of complement set.